red Zerg player. He goes by the name of Liquid TLO. And spawning up to the top left, we have our blue Protoss. He goes by the name of Alliance Naniwa. And Todd, I have to ask, gateway opening or Forge?
Gateway.
Gateway. Okay.
Zealot cancel or not?
Zealot cancel.
I did it in the first game, of course.
I mean,
it's obvious, man. Too late, you missed your chance.
No, you going to give me another shot? Oh, okay, whatever.
I'll give you another chance later when I'll ask about something you cannot know about.
I'm going to use the worst English words I can possibly think of. Take that, Todd.
But you are affecting the viewers too. I'm not the only one who can't understand these words, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What was it?
I apologize.
Suave?
Suave.
Suave. What is it?
It's looking rather smart and posh and dapper.
Okay, I like how you use another word that I don't know to describe a word that I don't know. Dapper.
Oh, anyway. All right, okay, I'll shy away from that. My apologies. We do now have the gateway on the way. So your prediction goes over okay, and if he doesn't cancel the Zealot, I'm going to be sad.
Naniwa going for his first gas here. He hasn't been scouting much in any matchup, to be honest. Even the one he will scout the most in will be Protoss versus Protoss, but I think even in this one, he doesn't scout much. Versus Terran and Zerg, certainly not. He's not going to change the trend here. Remember his build order, he goes for the Zealot cancel, he goes for the Nexus, the Mothership Core, and then he scouts for a third. He doesn't care about the natural or main, he just wants to see if there is a quick third from Zerg. And I do think that there's a few builds that, as a Zerg, you can do to basically blind counter this strategy of Naniwa. But TLO, he might not be able to identify exactly which one here. So he might not take this into consideration. Because Naniwa, he opens exactly the same way in every single game. And not seeing a third before might have been what caused the second gas cancel and all those gateways being thrown on. I think if he sees a quick third, he might let the second gas go up and then go for either a Stargate or a Twilight or something like that. But I guess we're going to find out. And the Zealot was cancelled.
I think it's interesting, though, that it really feels as if TLO has studied Naniwa quite nicely, because he's going for that hatchery first again. He doesn't feel threatened by anything his opponent's doing, and that gives TLO a little bit of an edge early on. Not a huge amount, but it's certainly annoying for Naniwa.
Naniwa, he does throw down the second assimilator, and he's gonna go move out with a probe. No, actually, he's just making the pylon, I think. That is natural. 24 out of 26 this time, not 25. Not gonna go for a scout. Do
we see 4-gate aggression again from Naniwa? Is that something he wants to go for?
It's possible. I don't think he expects TLO to go for the exact same thing here again. But keep in mind that on this map, walling off can be a little bit tricky. You're going to need like 3 gates and a pylon to make sure you can complete just a very small space. And Twilight Council goes down. I think we're going to have some Dark Templars here by Naniwa, because it's a very quick Twilight Council, even before the gateways.
Yeah, that's very true. The warp gate is on the way. He's got 50% of that done in just a little bit. And TLO, if he is having to go up against Dark Templars, well, he's going to need those Spore Crawlers up. Thankfully in Heart the Swarm, you don't need an Evolution Chamber anymore. Or a lair.
If he stays on 2 bases and he rushes to lair, then it's bad to make Spore Crawlers, because he can just make Overseers, and he's going to have more drones, and not have spent any money on Spore Crawlers, basically. So if he does that, he will be in great position. If he starts lair with his second 100 gas, which is still mining from, by the way. He started speed already. I do think that TLO will be in a great position. He has a started third, and a Dark Templar rush would be great against a quick third. He does start the lair, but we do not have a Dark Shrine just yet.
Yeah, we do not. The Forge is on the way, so he's going to be going for some upgrades here, as well as, the opportunity to go for a cannon at the front if he sees fit, if he sees his opponent's going for some crazy aggression. Pylon goes down already for Naniwa on this left-hand side. It has been spotted by the Zergling, so Naniwa doesn't see a third either, though. Oh,
he throws on the Dark Shrine, but that is expansion behind his wall. The Overlord was in the main and was about to see where the Twilight Council is, so Naniwa didn't want to make the Dash Shrine in front of the Overlord, but he's gonna deny the second Overlord with the Photon Overcharge. And TLO right now, he should know what's up.
Yeah,
he saw the Twilight Council not upgrading anything. He should know there is this possibility of Dark Templars being made, and he's gonna be pretty happy about this, because he's getting his lair, he's gonna have a Spore at his expansion as well.
Yeah, this was a really good read here by TLO.
But Naniwa still going for it somehow. He's warped in a couple Zealots to defend against those Zerglings killing the pylon here.
And with that, TLO now transitioning on into the mid-game here with Infestation Pit. So even if Spores and Overseers don't spot things, Fungal will help
Swarm
out.
Host Nidus, maybe. Because he hasn't made any Evolution Chambers here.
Oh god, it is 2-base Swarm Host.
Yeah, he's rushed.
Yeah.
I don't think, he's certainly not going to be Infestors. It could be, but very little chance. I think TLO here, from there, he wants to go into Swarm Host.
Yeah.
With the Nidus, make it outside of the wall of Naniwa. And Naniwa, since most likely he won't do any damage with his Dark Templars, he's going to be in lots of trouble.
And this is exactly the same way he opened up against him last time on Belcher Vestige during DreamHack. Going for Swarm Hosts, and during Locusts now being evolved here for TLO.
A lone Dark Templar is going to try to find his way onto TLO's natural. Actually, waiting for the moment, hesitating. And yes, Swarm Host and the Nidus go down here. Can Naniwa hold this? It's going to be so hard. He's made quite some probes already. He's getting a Robotics Bay behind his Robo. Look at Naniwa's army right now. 12 army supply.
Oh, wow.
Let's just say this Dark Templar is not going to do much here.
Oh, but he does spot the Nidus Worm, which is very useful.
Yes. He can try to deny it outside of his base, but TLO he has lots of Zerglings. Look, he's going to move across the map. He can cover his Nidus with his Zerglings here. He has enough to fight against this army of Naniwa, because Naniwa does not have +1 yet.
He knows exactly what's going on now. He sees the Nidus. He knows he started a second Robo facility. He's already started his Robo Bay. He wants to get a lot of Colossus out very quickly.
He has his Robo at his expansion, and he made the second one at his expansion as well. What will happen sometimes, if a Zerg can get set up comfortably enough in front of the Protoss expansion, he's going to snipe the entire wall and then start killing the Nexus and the Robo. That's why you need to have it in your main.
And the Dark Shrine is even there as well. This could get very, very ugly here for Naniwa.
The War Prism is very intelligent, because you want to try to counterattack. You want to try to force your opponent in another position. So Naniwa wouldn't be surprised if he makes a couple of Zealots, drop in the main or in the natural, and warp in extra Zealots while he tries to get his Colossi count up.
It's like an instant replay of the DreamHack game. Warp Prism harassment behind Swarm Host pressure here. Liquid TLO
and TLO is preparing for this.
Yeah.
He's going to get a second Spine in his natural. He has a Spore Crawler already there. He has a Spore in the main. If he can defend comfortably against this, it's going to be so hard for TLO to make.
Wow. You don't need to resume from replay, man. You just need to get these guys to play each other again. Although that being said, Naniwa's going to have a few more Colossi out in comparison to the position he was in last time, which is going to help a lot against Locust. And the Hive is now morphing in as well for TLO. Doesn't have a third up and running just yet. I think, do you feel he can take that behind this with this Warp Prism harassment alive and well?
Wow, TLO starts a Hive.
Yeah, exactly.
He wants to get Vipers?
I mean, it could be there. It could be the possibility. Dragging those Colossi into that would be very, very nice. But the Zealot harassment going down here to the natural, killing off one of the Spine Crawlers. He needs more defense here. That one Swarm Host does pop, so he can burrow that to go for the defense if he wants to.
And TLO, he committed lots of minerals to that defense here. He knew that was going to come those War Prism and Zealot counterattacks. So his drone count is not actually that good. Even for somebody doing a 2-base timing, he should have a little bit more. Naniwa, he has defended this now for the moment.
And he's actually warping in a Dark Templar at the back here. There is that Spore Crawler to deal with that, along with a few Zerglings, so can clean it up if he surrounds with drones. And maybe, actually, will the Zerglings clean up? No, drone's going to have to be pulled. But he's going to push forwards here, trying to kill off the Spine Crawler. Nice transfuses by TLO to keep that alive.
And the Mothership Core took quite some damage here as well. No Observer can fly in there, because we have one Spore Crawler. Naniwa not really doing any damage with his War Prism counterattack so far. TLO doing a great job defending it. But he's only on 45 drones against 50 probes, and Naniwa is getting a scary amount of Colossus here.
But on 2-base, there's these Vipers on the way, and that is going to make it so hard here for Naniwa to pressure this location without the threat of him constantly being dragged back and forth. He needs a Templar Archives, but on 2-base, when he's getting double Colossus production on the way, can he afford that?
He could make it and then start making only Archons and Zealots.
Yeah.
The thing is, these Vipers, if they stay above the Swarm, where they're safe, he could even just abduct from the wall into the Locust that are near the wall. He does not need to abduct those into the Swarm Hosts themselves. So TLO has made an Evolution Chamber in advance near his big Swarm Host attack. Oh, two of them almost spreading away from the pack. This is going to be so tough for Naniwa here, but still, he has a huge army.
He's going to try and make it work out. He still has that Warp Prism behind all of this, but TLO has learnt his lesson from the previous version of this game. And whoa, he's going to grab one of those Colossus. That goes down super fast, thanks to those Locusts, as well as the Spore Crawlers positioned very, very well there. But one of them is going to go down. Naniwa trying to make headway into this location. And he's killing off a little Locust, but the trade is not good for him just yet.
Yeah, and we mentioned it before, Naniwa struggles versus Swarm Host. Finally, is moving in right now into the Swarm Host, trying to do as much damage as possible.
Oh, one grab, he does get it. Is he going to be able to take that Colossus down? There's a lot of damage being done by these Colossi, as well as these Stalkers. The one Colossus does end up falling after the grab. Quite a long time after the grab, and TLO is taking the base right next to his assault. He must feel very confident about this whole strength.
And Naniwa, he's not transitioning into anything from there. He's still making Colossi. He's not adding on any Templar Archives, trying to get Archons into his army or Templars. He's just going to make... Oh, he's going to counterattack, I think.
How well
he
will
needs
a
his Mothership Core.
Go?
Why is he not bringing the Mothership Core? He should counterattack with the Mothership Core and then recall if he's in trouble, force TLO to pull back. He cannot fight in a direct confrontation here.
No, not at all. There's more Swarm Hosts actually popping out here for TLO. He might use those in defensive position. And meanwhile, TLO's going to seize the opportunity. He's going to move forwards, not only with his Spore Crawlers, but also with the second Nidus Swarm. A lot of energy on these Vipers. Those Colossi, if they are not careful, there goes the pull. There goes the second. One Colossus falls. A second one gets pulled once again. Pulls it on in. Oh, just barely does not get the kill. Meanwhile, a lot of aggression hitting the front here for Naniwa. And there's a few Swarm Hosts at the back, but I don't know if it's going to be able to hold too easily.
Yeah, Naniwa doing lots of damage right now. TLO needs to bring back... No, he's going to evacuate!
Oh!
He's going to just evacuate, and I think that's clever here. He can't just saturate the new base that he just took, set up a new base there, and in the meantime, he's going to snipe Naniwa's natural, going to his main, kill his main as well, most likely.
Oh my god.
And Naniwa... Does he retreat for them? What does he do? He might have realized what's happened just here and now.
Yeah, he may have done so. I mean, he's going to kill his opponent's natural as well, but there's so many there's so many Swarm Hosts. There's 19 out on the field right now. Only one Observer, and his Robo facility is about to die once again. So if that Observer dies,
whoa,
it's really not going to have that much.
Two Swarm Hosts running into Naniwa's army here. They are going to fall. And does he have an Observer with this? No, he doesn't have an Observer with his army.
Where is it?
He doesn't have an Observer on the map. He lost it to a Spore.
No. It's here. It's here at the natural, being backed up by some cannons. But still, he's producing a Colossus. He needs to retain that Observer.
Yeah, Naniwa doesn't have enough to hold at home here. I don't know how he can win this. He's going to move into the main of TLO.
Oh, but he's got his Mothership Core behind it. In 10 seconds, he has a recall. This could be big. This could be very big. If he is able to do enough damage here in the main and then recall back, he might have a shot at shutting down all of the aggression at the front.
Oh, and Naniwa is able to kill some of these Swarm Hosts here, because when they spawn Locusts, these Locusts, they're on top of the Swarm Hosts themselves. So these Colossi, they splash them and they kill them.
Oh, those
Naniwa actually doing pretty decent in this game right now.
And unfortunately for the Vipers, they don't really have too much to drain in terms of getting some energy back. So any kind of pull is going to be very, very expensive here for TLO once he goes for it. He does have that base up to the top left, though, right next to his opponent's main. And the Locusts are slowly but surely whittling away at Naniwa's main. Yeah,
Naniwa, he started an additional Robo in the back of his main, but look, he's almost out of minerals. He's making lots of pylons right now, but those are not really going to help. TLO, on the other hand, he's only on 11 Swarm Hosts. He's lost so many of them, and he might lose the ones that he has in his main here, because they will spawn Locusts in a second. Oh, okay, we have the Observers. The Observer brought back by Naniwa, and look at this, TLO. He's trying to make a fortress out of the remaining base that he has.
Yeah.
He's making Spine Crawlers, Spore Crawlers. He's just going to wait there with lots of Swarm Hosts. If Naniwa recalled here, he could maybe engage into some of those Swarm Hosts and try and kill them. But remember, we have 4 Vipers on the map as well.
Yeah.
They can use Blinding Cloud as well.
Exactly, yes. Very, very true. He now has the energy to recall, and that's a big, big thing here. And the Nexus has fallen, so everything of Naniwa is going to be revealed.
A lone probe just barely escapes, but a drone might try to get it. Zerglings will get it.
Oh, there's a few more drone probes on the map. Where are they? Okay, they're all in the base, so they can't really escape here at this point.
Okay.
Naniwa.
TLO, he knows now that he's basically completely destroyed Naniwa's economy. He just needs to camp on this one base and not die, and he will win this game. So he's going to try to secure it with small Spine Crawlers. He's going to need great abducts, and Naniwa should go for the kill from there. He doesn't have a choice.
The longer this game goes on, the better it's looking for TLO, as every single engagement that's going to come along, those little locusts are going to start nibbling away at this army. One of these Colossus has 70 kills, 60 kills. It's all on Locust, mind you. Grabs a Stalker, and this is clever by TLO,
yes,
because all he has to do is kill it off slowly but surely.
Yes, and he's killing lots of units right now. We just have 3 Colossi, a couple sentries, and some Zealots left for Naniwa. Time Warp is used. Force field.
He pulls one of the Colossi forwards. He pulls it a second time. That one falls. Second pull there, as well as the third on that Mothership core. The army of Naniwa looking very, very low. And there you go. GG, guys. Liquid TLO defies all odds and advances on through the round to the round of 16 here as first place. What a fantastic 2 games by him. Well played.
Yeah, definitely well played here. I wonder if he knew that Naniwa has a soft spot, a weak point for this one.